Hello, good morning. I am Jonel Orsena and I'm going to present the international dimensions of strategy. So what is international competition? International competition is when companies compete to sell goods and services on an international scale. As technology, transportation, and communication systems have improved, competition among companies in different countries has soared. The television industry is a perfect example of this. All television makers have access to the same pool of international talent, shipping options, and customers. They have similar prices, distribution efforts, operations facilities, and personnel. It's all about finding a unique way to promote their products. With access to diverse marketing firms, they can even target their promotions to the specific market they are trying to reach. International companies compete for customers as well as talent. If you've ever looked at different types of television sets and wonder which one you should buy, you've analyzed global competition. The market gives you a lot of choices. You have Sharp, Panasonic, and Sony in Japan, and LG and Samsung in South Korea. And this is only a snapshot of the industry. International business in the impact of technology. Technology has changed how businesses around the world communicate, hire employees, conduct foreign trade, market their products, perform research and manage global supply chains. It has particularly opened up opportunities for businesses of all sizes to expand the reach of their products and services. Choose the best suppliers from around the globe and take advantage of advanced manufacturing solutions. Understanding the role of technology in international business can give you insight on how your small business can leverage technology to improve operational efficiency and gain a global competitive advantage.
If the UK wants to leave the EU but continue trading with EU nations, then they might consider staying in the European single market. The European single market is a trade deal between 28 nations which attempts to make trading between members as easy as possible. The European single market comes in two parts. Firstly, when you trade with another member of the single market, there are no taxes, tariffs, or quotas placed on the traded goods. Let's rewind that and imagine the UK has left the EU. Taxes and tariffs could then be put on UK goods by the EU, making them more expensive and less appealing to EU countries looking to import British goods. The Independent estimate that tariffs could cost UK exporters at least £4.5 billion a year. The reason countries like to place tariffs on imports is it protects local production. Putting tariffs on foreign products makes their goods more comparatively expensive. This encourages people to buy from the now cheaper local suppliers. In a single market, there are no tariffs between member countries. If the UK leaves the single market, then they'd be able to place tariffs on EU goods, which could encourage consumption of UK products, but would also increase the cost to customers. This also means that other countries hoping to do the same could slap tariffs on UK exports, limiting the UK's trade potential. Staying in the single market also protects the UK from quotas. If the UK stays in the single market, there are no limits to the number of goods they can sell to other countries. But if the UK was to leave, then the EU could put a limit on the number of each product that could be exported to members of the single market. So for example, the EU could say the UK is only allowed to export 5,000 tea bags or 250 boxes of Jaffa cakes to the market. The second part of the single market is freedom of movement. The single market allows for free movement of people, goods, services and capital between member countries. The single market also works to prevent non-tariff barriers to trade, such as standards, packaging and safety. Let's say you want to export your medicine to the US and Brazil. US safety requirements might mandate that you have to put a warning on the front of the box. However, in Brazil, they might not be so worried about the warning. Instead, their regulations require that each tablet is half the strength that's allowed in the UK. This means that the version of the medicine you sell in the UK is different to the ones you sell in the US and Brazil. Having different rules and requirements makes international trade harder. All single market nations have the same rules, so if you can trade with one of them, you can trade with all of them. The other benefit of standardised rules is it creates a level playing field. It means that all countries in the single market have to follow the same regulations, and countries can't get ahead by exploiting workers or having low safety standards. You are able to be part of the European single market without being in the European Union. In fact, Norway, Liechtenstein and Iceland already do. These countries aren't part of the EU, but they all have access to the European single market. However, staying in the single market might upset Brexiteers for 3 reasons: fees, laws and immigration. Being a member of the single market involves the member countries paying annual fees to contribute to the EU budget. Norway pays £740 million a year for its relationship with the EU, and the other two pay hundreds of millions for their single market access.